thank you for joining. My name is Andrey Ivashentsev. I'm from Microsoft, and it's a pleasure for me today to open this fourth track in our cute tiny bar. You see the beer cakes, guys sitting there, it feels okay there. So here we will speak about Windows 10 for game developers, for indies, for everyone, and about universal Windows platform and ecosystem devices around it. Feel free to ask questions if we have some more free time after my session, but if you want to discuss something deep, we'll be happy to speak to you in our booth. We have Microsoft Windows 10 booth in right there. So, what's Windows 10 all about? What's the devices that we're launching and we're evolving around the world? So, you're all familiar with all the mobile phones, tablets, laptops, classic laptops, and all devices that we have right now. Our aspiration goal right now for Microsoft is to deliver one core and one platform for all these devices. To align them from user experience side and from developer side. Because developing one game for any device is much easier than developing 10 games for 10 devices. As you see, we have some not typical devices like Surface Hub. It's a huge wall-mount display with a PC inside. We have Xbox, of course, you know the consoles is a big deal, and for indies it's not usually their easy way to launch the game, but we will speak about that too. And of course, holographic. Holographic experience is really new and cutting edge for Unity. And all that you need to go there is the Unity. Unity is one of the best partners for Microsoft for game developers and to building all the ecosystem around these devices that we're speaking about right now. With integration with Visual Studio, especially Visual Studio Community Edition, that we will speak a bit later, you could do amazing games. You could develop these games easily, port the games you already own and develop for different other platforms, port them easily to devices from a phone screen size up to Xbox, so it's not a big deal. Unity helps you to do it smooth and easy. Windows 10 as an opportunity for you, for a game developer, is first of all to reach this huge market. We usually speak about 1 billion of devices, because right now there's something around that running Windows 10, Windows 8.1 that could be upgraded to Windows 10 easily. So our estimation goal is to upgrade 1 billion devices worldwide for Windows 10 in 2 years time frame, 2 or 3 years. So after that, all these devices will receive our store and could purchase and own the games that we develop your landing all the platforms. So it's huge market that you could just touch with your fingertips. Smart engagement. You could choose what device you want. If you understand that Xbox is the right platform for you, but phones not, because you have high performance, high polygonal game, you could do it on Xbox. You could just align it with Windows 10, making sure that all could play together. But if you want to go mobile, you could go mobile. It's upon you. You can choose whatever you want. It's one store. You develop one game. You adopt for any screen sizes and any user experiences, building one package and deploy it to the store simultaneously for anyone who will use it from any device. I will show a slide how it would look like a bit later. One development platform. Of course, we're speaking about Visual Studio. Visual Studio right now is huge. It's the most popular developed IDE for now, with capacity to integrate basic summaries and cover all platforms that exist on the marketplace, almost all. It's a big deal for us. And of course, Windows 10, we can use DirectX 12. It's huge. And if you want to look at it a bit deeper, because right now, as far as I know, publicly DirectX 12 is not available for public in Unity, but our Intel colleagues have some kits that you could see on their booth, and you could see how to build DirectX 12 games for PC on Unity, the Unity beta or some developed build that they have there. So, what's Open Universal Platform is about? First of all, we're deciding what devices we want to target. We have one application model, the same packaging that I have already told about. We use the same deployment abilities. We could update this game simultaneously on all the devices. We could choose what builds and what updates for our game would be best suitable for different options of device. So whatever, if you want to deploy version 1 to Windows Phone and version 2 for Windows PC, you could do it. You could just publish some specific updates with optimization of different game characteristics, and then publish it directly for different kind of devices through one store, through one interface. So it's really cool. One licensing model. The purchasing game for Xbox would allow you to play this kind of game on Windows Phone and Windows. That's the cool story when you want your players reach your game whatever they want. So continuous gameplay and experience that we get is the most important way that we're trying to build upon Xbox ecosystem and on Windows ecosystem. Start your playing on Windows Phone, continue on tablet, finish at home on Xbox with lots of gear. It's the experience that I want to experience on my own, because all the games I'm playing right now are not so friendly with cross-platform experience. First, tools and store, APIs. The story about APIs here is that you could choose and you could just detect all the APIs that are running on the concrete device. If you see that device is Connect enabled, or it could be Xbox, you could just add and turn on Connect capabilities to enable some rich experience for your game. If you see that there's gamepad or touch screen, you could just easily mix your gaming experience and your gameplay. So it's up to you. Use Windows, Universal Windows platform, and do it seamlessly on one build. What else runs Windows 10? Because I'm speaking about some default device choices. If we're speaking about tablets, we're speaking about phones, we're speaking about PCs, it's pretty usual. We are all familiar with that. But what to do if we speak about some holographic experience, AR, VR? We have, I saw that we have special track here in United Europe for VR dedicated, but we haven't got an VR. But funny or brilliant thing that Unity did, they announced availability of Unity in recent time frame for HoloLens. So right now, Unity would be one of the best choices to develop your apps and your games with HoloLens. If you know HoloLens, so how many of you are familiar with HoloLens? Hey! So, I know, it's a very common video, but I need to show it. Just for rest of us, we don't know much about it.
Technology is all around us. We use it in every aspect of our lives. It enables us to do amazing things. But what if we could go further? What if we could go beyond the screen? Where your digital world is blended with your real world. Now we can. This is the world with holograms. What will they enable us to do? New ways to visualize our work.
I have an idea for the fuel tank.
New ways to share ideas with each other.
How are things going your end?
I just put the images in OneDrive.
Perfect.
More immersive ways to play. New ways to teach and learn.
So put the new trap into place of the old one,
No.
and tighten here and here.
New ways to collaborate and explore the places we've never been.
Look at this formation. Let's take a closer look.
And new ways to create the things we imagine.
Sorry for that, but at least you looked almost to there. So, speaking about AR, right now, Holo, who thinks that Holo is not real? Amazing. So everyone knows that it's real. If somebody went to build this May and got a chance to touch it, it's real and it was available for developers to try and for develop something to wear and test some environment that was already present. Before going to AR, you could try to go VR. Anyone have some experience doing VR for Windows Phone? Yeah, I think VR. You just okay. any other VR. I saw only one, yeah, 2, 3, amazing. So you could just port your titles to Windows Phone. It's not a big deal because we have SDKs that could help you. First of all, we have LBS plugin for Unity that is available on the GitHub, and we have Fibro SDK. It's from our partner, Fibro, who are doing some plastic headsets, cardboard-like headsets that are really fancy looking, made of plastic and a bit more solid. Let's make it this way. And you could just add the capabilities of VR to your regular game, 3D game with some animation and some regular gameplay. But if you want to port, you could use our plugins and do it for your VR games and run it in Windows Phone. This way, I'm going to show some demo because at least I need to show some demo of VR session too. Here you can see my Unity. It's Unity 5 probably, Unity 5.1. I need to rotate my screen because you can see anything. So here we go. So we have some scene where I have spaceship flying through the let's call it space or whatever. So we right now have some experience that this ship is flying. I can navigate it with arrows. It collects some coins, whatever. It's just a regular gameplay. The whole idea, first of all, is that we need to adapt it for VR, for double screen experience with separate point of view. The easiest way is just to clone our camera. Just clone it. You can just make some movement of the camera. You can just move their point of view. So it's not the easy way. But right now we have LPS plugin that I showed you before. We just cutting out all the cameras and adding some LPS camera instead of the regular one. So we're putting here. We're just deleting the regular camera that we got. We're adding some positioning that to see our spaceship from behind. Here we go. So right now we have a camera. We have what do we have else? We have a camera. We have our spaceship. All we need to do right now is set LPS camera reference to device that we're going to use. Just to make it easy, we could add it to cardboard. Here we could set up the viral distortion. We can just have the full screen or not full screen. So right now we can just try it out. We have the camera. We have the same experience. We could look around. My mouse right now representing the moving of my head. And here I see my spaceship. Of course I could navigate it. But I adopted all the experience that I got for a regular 3D game to the VR headset. Speaking about building on the phone, I'm just, as usual, doing build and run, compiling all scripts, and deciding what platform I want to choose. Take a while. Okay. And we're choosing in the store. Here we can get some universal. It's the next way. It's universal Windows platform. It should be updated recently with UV support for Windows 10. Right now it's only 8.1. So I choose the phone. I just build and run it, and of course I will open the project that would be built in Visual Studio. Just not to waste so much time, I could just show you how it works on the phone. So here we see our phone. Here we see our game. Experience is the same. I just build it and send it to the phone. You see that we have this experience. We have our spaceship running around, and we have all the capabilities of VR in this Lumia. I think it's Lumia 1020, so it's a regular Windows Phone, but with a great camera. So you could use any device that you have to test and play with VR on Windows Phone too, not only on Android or iOS. So that's the whole story about VR that I wanted to tell you right now. It's not so complex, so you will not waste too much time to port your games on the Windows Phone. Right now we have only 7 or 8 of them. So all you want to do is, if you want to get a piece of this marketplace, you could go there and deliver your games in the Windows Phone store. About store. Speaking about store, this is how it should look like. It's looked like that in our beta and technical preview, very excited preview for Windows 10. You see this on the left side is the desktop store. You can see that some titles are highlighted better, some titles have just regular featuring, some titles have special picks for you. It's adapted use cases for some. If you purchase some specific games for, I don't know, for girls, whatever, store will pick up some special edition for you and show it as highlights. Top 3 apps, they're regular fishing apps, and the same for Windows 10. So this is Windows 10 Mobile. The experience with the store is the same, and we are aiming to deliver the same store to all the devices that we have right now in our portfolio, and our partners have in our portfolio, and we are going to scale it further and further. Speaking about success in the store, right now we have a good story. The good story, I think that you know the company GameSide. They build amazing games, and right now recently they announced they have 14 million of installs with multi-million-dollar revenue only on Windows platform. That's a really important point because usually when we're speaking about Windows, everyone is pretending that there is no any audience, no any money. But we have great examples that could prove that we're right. You can see the top grossing games for probably CBS marketplace. We have 5 titles out of 9 built by GameSide, and the most important thing, the Airport City is a Unity game. So it's a Unity game built for Windows on the top version of the store. And for now, I would like to announce that we have a special guest, Andrey Ivashentsev, the CEO of GameSide, who will share his view on Windows ecosystem and all the platform. Thank you.
Hello everyone. We have started building games for Windows almost 2 years ago, and that was kind of a unique experience for us. Almost 10 years ago, I have been one of the first developers to deliver games for Xbox Live Arcade, and then launch titles for Xbox 360. So for me, coming back to Windows platforms with both Unity games and C++ games was like homecoming. The big question that every developer has once he thinks about Windows platform, does it have an actual audience? Can we actually monetize those players in Windows? And the answers to all these questions is yes. Great games on Windows phones, nowadays gonna be called Windows Mobile, can definitely earn tens of thousands of dollars per day. With a scale of millions of installs on both Windows phones and Windows Store, this platform is a great choice for developers, and it has plenty of space for different new game genres. GameSide is a leading game developer of Simulation Tycoon and Hidden Object games, and we have brought almost 10 Simulation Tycoon games to this platform, and they're doing great. Airport City that you see on this screenshot is a game built with Unity that exists for 3 years on other platforms. By bringing it to Windows platform, we have managed to grow the audience by millions of players and are grossing tens of thousands of dollars per day in both Windows Phone and on Windows Store. The new games that we built with the new Unity are being built with universal Windows platform in mind, meaning that we could use the same build and build instantly for both PC experience with mouse and touch, like for Surface and for PCs, and for Windows Phone and Windows Mobile as well. So please join us on Windows and Microsoft platforms, and we're really excited what's going to come with Windows 10, from having the way to build the game for consoles to amazing holographic experience tests, and we will soon announce a series of 3D games by our company that will be coming to Windows Store and Windows Phone platforms. So I hope that Andrey will share more experience about that, but that should give you the trust that this platform can actually deliver the same way as other mobile platforms and desktop platforms do. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrey.
Thank you, Andrey.
It's better to deliver the message than my own. It's a common thing. But if you want to speak with Andrey and his team privately, they have a dedicated booth there, and probably they have some betas of their new upcoming titles built on Unity. So if you could sneak there and ask them for showing it, you could get some new information on that. So, speaking about development, development center is dev.windows.com. You can go there, register. It's only one account for all the devices, one administration, one app submission, easy customer management. You can just upload your game with one package and work with it as the way you want it to distribute. You want to build it for Holo, you want to build it for mobile, you want to build it for IoT, even if you have some apps you want to build for IoT. Maybe, I don't even hear about someone who is going to build some games for IoT, but you could do first. Monetization techniques, analytics, payouts, it's all in there. Join for devwindows.com and experience it yourself. It's easy way. Speaking about specific gaming story that we have right now, of course, every time that we're speaking about the gaming, we're starting to think about Windows 10 and Xbox. Right now, we have ID and Xbox program in place that helping individual developers, indies, to go to the Xbox and develop their titles for Xbox and Windows 10 platform. You will see that we have different types of games. Let's make it easy from classic games. It's just PC, it's just classic games. You could build it on Unity, you could deploy it, you could redistribute it via Steam, whatever. You could just sell it from your own website, but it's not integrated in anywhere from the outside. Speaking about universal Windows games, we could use our dev center for analytics for which device distribution list. We could use Windows Store to do it. And we have IDX. IDX is the whole value of IDX for Windows 10 system lays in Xbox Live Services. So you can see that you can bring the same experience, the same game with IDX to all the devices, including Xbox and including all the range, including our HoloLens. Speaking about standard SDK-based games, right now, if you want to engage Xbox One in full pure power, you need to develop it with a special dev kit. So dev kit is a special built Xbox One console that are ready for development and a bit faster, a bit easier for developers to use. So you're building with Unity. I think Xbox program allows you to use Unity Pro license for free if you're engaged in the program. So you're using Unity for Xbox. It's a secret version, kind of. You're building for Xbox, you're deploying to Xbox, and you are ready to go. We have some new titles announced on E3. We have some titles that you can play in our booth, and I want to show you something from compilation video from E3 that I hope will inspire you a bit, because the titles that are present here are not so complex.
You're up!
them, go to xbox.com/id and register yourself if you didn't done it already. What is Xbox Live Services all about? First of all, I think it's pretty common. Identity and social. All users are going to have accounts. The easiest way is if we're speaking about Windows ecosystem, everyone have Microsoft ID, Microsoft account. So we could use Microsoft account to build a system and social engagement around the gameplay, work with profiles, work with avatars, work with reputation services, work with leaderboards, record game clips, and all other stuff available here. Speaking about the game experiences, of course we have achievements, as anyone does. Achievements that are integrated in Xbox are visible on every device. On the Windows Phone, we have Xbox Center we have dedicated Xbox app for Windows 10. Of course, we have Xbox app on Xbox dashboard on Xbox One, and there are many other things to do. And it's of course multiplayer, matchmaking, session directory, whatever. So if you're building a game with Xbox Live in mind, you would scale it through our audiences very clear. There was some link for session that you could just deep dive a bit more from GDC. It's developing with Xbox Live for Windows 10. I didn't use short link but you could get it from the presentation after my session. From an interesting point of view, E3 was a bit surprising for us. I hope you too. We announced that Oculus will partner with us and deliver all Oculus Rift headsets with Xbox controller. This is about playing Xbox games with Rift, with controller in your hands, in full virtual environment. So you're wearing your Oculus Rift device, you're sitting somewhere, and you pretend to be in virtual living room with virtual Xbox screen inside the virtual reality. How to make it work easily? You should use Gamepad API if you want to support gamepads. The story here is if you want to just use the controls, it's already in the community. If you want to add something more like a newer mode, you should do it with additional APIs. Right now we're using example. Here on the slide you see the amazing gamepad that we announced recently. It's Xbox Game Controller Elite. Example plugin for Unity is available for download if we show search it. I don't know if it's in the store or not, but you could build it on your own. You can just download example SDK and add it to your game. And last, speaking about design, we have different experience how to do it. If you're building a strategy game, you could just adopt and scale your interface. If you're building something 3D oriented, you could just use scaling. So we always need to keep in mind that there are different version devices with different resolutions that you need to edit. Here we also have a session on that. For tooling, the last slides probably. Use Visual Studio Community Edition. It's free. It's fully featured. It was Visual Studio Pro, but right now we're letting you as indie developers use it for free. There are some additional conditions, the same, pretty similar to Unity. But right now we are aiming to see that Visual Studio Community Edition would be an option during install Unity. I don't know the frame, but when you would install Unity, you could choose between Mono Develop and Visual Studio Community Edition. That's great from my point of view. Here a short link that you can get in Visual Studio now. KMS/KVS. If you don't use it right now, it's one of the best editing in the world. Of course, we have Visual Studio tools. Right now, it's free for Visual Studio editing and debugging on the fly when you're developing your game. And of course, that's how it works. The Unity Visual Studio through Visual Studio tools. Prop up. Single packaging with Universal Linux Platform. Unity bits with Universal Linux Platform support are coming in 5.2. We expect the beta will be available in September. So feel free to wait it and start developing Universal Linux Platform games. Write tests in different resolutions because it's matter. Use plugin for platform-specific code. Not big deal. I think you're all doing this all the time. And of course, use free Visual Studio tools to develop and debug your game. Thanks, we're out of time, and if you get some questions, feel free to reach us on our Microsoft Windows 10 booth and ask that directly.